You confused about wedge grinds? What is a D, a T, a M? Most importantly, how does a D in Vokey, what does that look like in, let's say, a TaylorMade or a Cleveland or a Mizuno or a Srixon? How are they comparable? This is a chart you need to save right now and go back and refer to when you buy your wedges. So these are in no particular order whatsoever. It's just the way they threw up on the screen. So we're going to start with, in this chart, a high bounce steep attack. So really forgiving, and you really like to chop down on that ball. This is going to show you all the wedges that fall into that category by vendor and how they compare with each other. Now we've got the low bounce and shallow attack. So not as forgiving with that bounce. These are for those people like me that are like nippers. You like to nip it right off the turf and you have a nice shallow attack. You're not steep, you're not digging, you're not taking a divot. These are the ones and how they match up. Now for our third one, this is like a standard bounce. Not too high, not too low, kind of Goldilocks right in the middle. And you have a square face at attack. You don't like to open it up. You don't like to close it. You're more kind of that right down the middle kind of guy. Not too creative, not too fancy. Just get it on the green and make it roll. And these are the ones that match up together. Now finally, we have your kind of run-of-the-mill standard bounce, verging on a little bit of a lower bounce. And these are the sweepers. These are the guys that take zero divot. I mean, you are just bruising the turf, right? You're just sweeping it right off of there. These could also be players who may play in a little bit more medium to medium firm conditions where you have a little bit of that room underneath the ball, little bit of grass to kind of sweep under there. So if you didn't see your grind on there, for example, the F grind wasn't on there. F grinds are kind of your all-purpose wedge grind, typically a little bit more on the bounce side, like around 10-ish, but mostly set for those longer scoring wedges. So like a pitching wedge or maybe a gap wedge. That is your standard iron style grind. So I hope that helps kind of figure out what wedge you may use if you wanted to try out a different vendor and see, does it match up and how does it feel to find the perfect wedge for you. Be sure to save this link and refer to it back and send it to a friend who really needs new wedges.
4